Hello and welcome. Today, we're journeying back in time, not just hundreds, but thousands of years, to a world that's almost unimaginable. We're going to uncover the secrets of Germany's ancient past, a time when the last great ice age was just a memory and the landscape was being reshaped by forests and rivers. We are venturing 10,000 years into the past, into the heart of the Stone Age. What was life like for the people who called this land home? How did they survive? What did they believe? And what legacy did they leave behind for us to find? Did they survive? What did they survive? What did they believe behind? Join us as we piece together the story of Germany's earliest inhabitants from scattered clues buried beneath our feet. Imagine a world without cities, without roads, without the Germany we know today. 10,000 years ago, this region was a vast wilderness of dense forests, sprawling wetlands, and wild rivers. And living within this untamed world were small, resilient groups of people. These weren't primitive cavemen. They were intelligent, adaptable hunter-gatherers, masters of their environment. They were the people of the Mesolithic or Middle Stone Age, a period of incredible change and innovation. They lived in a world teeming with life, vast herds of deer, wild boar, and aurochs, the giant ancestors of modern cattle. The rivers were full of fish, and the forests provided nuts, berries, and plants. For these early Germans, the entire landscape was their supermarket and their hardware store. They knew the seasons, the animal migration patterns, and the properties of every plant. Survival depended on this intimate knowledge, passed down through generations. So where did these people live? Forget stone castles or even simple villages. The earliest settlements were likely temporary and mobile. Think camps made of wood, animal hides, and earth, strategically placed near rivers or hunting grounds. Why mobile? Because their food source was mobile. They followed the herds, moving with the seasons to where resources were most abundant. Archaeologists have found evidence of these camps, often just a scatter of stone tools, animal bones, and the remains of ancient campfires. These sites, like one found at Friesack in Brandenburg, are our windows into their daily lives. The artifacts tell us they were skilled flint knappers, creating a sophisticated toolkit of tiny, sharp stone blades called microliths. These weren't clumsy hand axes. They were precision tools used to make deadly arrows, sharp knives, and effective fishing spears. Life wasn't just about survival. It was also about community and belief. One of the most breathtaking discoveries that sheds light on their spiritual world comes from Bad Dürrenberg. Here, archaeologists unearthed a 9,000-year-old grave, but it was no ordinary burial. It was a double burial containing the remains of a woman and a child. The woman was buried in an upright, seated position, a highly unusual practice. She was adorned with an elaborate headdress made from deer antlers and boar tusks, and surrounded by a treasure trove of artifacts, including flint tools, bone ornaments, and red ochre pigment. This wasn't just a grave. It was a carefully constructed ritual space. The woman's unique burial and the rich items she was buried with have led many experts to believe she was a shaman, a spiritual leader in her community. This incredible find gives us a rare glimpse into the complex belief systems and social structures of Mesolithic people. They had rituals, they had leaders, and they had a deep connection to the spiritual world around them. The Mesolithic wasn't just about hunting small game in the forest. Recent discoveries have completely changed our understanding of their capabilities. One of the most astounding finds was made not on land, but underwater in the Baltic Sea. In the Bay of Mecklenburg, researchers stumbled upon what is now considered Europe's oldest known megastructure. Submerged beneath the waves lies a wall of stones, nearly a kilometer long, built with astonishing precision. Dating back around 11,000 years, this structure was built on what was once dry land next to an ancient lake. What was its purpose? It's believed to be a massive, sophisticated hunting lane. The wall would have been used to funnel vast herds of reindeer into a bottleneck, either into the lake itself or towards a waiting ambush of hunters. This wasn't just opportunistic hunting. This was large-scale, coordinated, and brilliantly engineered. It shows a level of planning and social cooperation that scientists had never before attributed to hunter-gatherer societies of this era. It proves they could manipulate their landscape on a massive scale to secure their survival. So we have these highly skilled hunters thriving in a post-Ice Age world. But this way of life, which had sustained humans for thousands of years, was on the brink of a monumental shift. From the southeast, a new idea, a revolution, was slowly spreading across Europe: agriculture. The transition from hunting and gathering to farming was one of the most significant changes in human history. It didn't happen overnight. For a long time, the old ways and the new ways coexisted. The last hunter-gatherers would have encountered the first farmers. Imagine the interactions, the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. The farmers brought with them domesticated animals like cattle and sheep and crops like wheat and barley. They built more permanent settlements, creating the first true villages. One of the most famous early farming cultures in Germany is the linear pottery culture, or LBK, named for their distinctive decorated pots. This new way of life offered a more stable food supply, but it also came with challenges. Farming was hard work, and early agricultural communities were more vulnerable to crop failures and disease. Genetic studies show that the transition wasn't just a simple adoption of new techniques. There was intermingling between the incoming farmers and the local hunter-gatherer populations. The story of this transformation is written in the DNA of ancient skeletons. We see the genetic markers of the farmers gradually becoming more dominant, but the hunter-gatherer lineage never completely disappeared. It was a complex period of cultural fusion and replacement, a slow-motion revolution that would forever change the face of Germany and Europe. The dense forests were slowly cleared for fields, and the wild landscape began its long transformation into the cultivated land we know today. The legacy of these Stone Age people is all around us, buried just beneath the surface. It's in the stone tools found by a farmer in a field, the ancient DNA extracted from a tooth, and the kilometer-long wall hidden beneath the sea. Each discovery adds a new piece to the puzzle, refining our understanding of these distant ancestors. They were not just primitive survivors. They were innovators who created complex tools, engineers who built megastructures, and spiritual people who contemplated the mysteries of life and death. They adapted to a changing world, laid the groundwork for future societies, and began the long journey of transforming the wilderness into a homeland. Their story is a powerful reminder that our modern world is built upon a foundation that is thousands and thousands of years old. The journey to uncover their world continues, with new technologies allowing us to see further and more clearly into the past than ever before. What other secrets are still waiting to be found? Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey back 10,000 years. It's amazing to think about the deep history that lies right under our feet. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the past. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. What part of ancient history do you want to explore next? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.